Today on the channel, we're breaking all the rules with the ordinary man, McFarlane Toys, Ozzy Osbourne from the Music Maniacs line.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another McFarlane Toys Music Maniacs unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got Ozzy Osbourne. But for all your Ozzy and Music Maniac needs and everything else under the sun, make sure you're hitting up Big Bad Toy Store. Use the link in the description down below. Support the channel. You guys know how that goes. But Ozzy Osbourne, no stranger to action figures over the years. Been many different Ozzy Osbourne figures the last 20, 30 years, I would say. And this is our latest and greatest from the Music Maniacs line from Todd McFarlane on the couch. Todd, good to see you here again today. But of course, Ozzy is the second one we've unboxed here on the channel. As we did unbox Alice Cooper. You can also pick that up at Big Bad Toy Store if that is your thing. Next in line, we got Rob Zombie and the Trooper, Eddie from Iron Maiden, of course. So an interesting line, obviously has my attention. I'm a big heavy metal music guy. I always love the action figures as well, as you guys know. So bringing those two worlds together, always playing a lot of hits for me. But we're going to find out what kind of hits Ozzy Osbourne's playing today. As of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And I was a bit down on this figure when it was first announced, as of course when I close my eyes and I think of Ozzy Osbourne, I think of him in different incarnations over the years. You think of him with Black Sabbath. You think of like Diary of a Madman. You think of Bark at the Moon. You think No More Tears. You think No Rest for the Wicked in all the glam type look. However, out of all the different pictures, all the different items, all the different looks of Ozzy Osbourne's over the years, they went with the No Ordinary Man album cover. So, I don't know. It's obviously not his most impressive look, I guess we'll say at this point. But it does make sense when you think of action figures in general. You come in hot right off the bat with Bark at the Moon. Somebody might say, you know what? That's my Ozzy look. I got that one done. You come with Black Sabbath, same thing. But if you go with a recent release Ozzy Osbourne, there's enough meat on the bone there saying, oh my gosh, I want an Ozzy Osbourne figure. Maybe it's not what I was really looking for, but I'll get this one anyways. And then you come out with the heavy hitters as you go on from there. So it's smart marketing from Todd on the couch. He's working over there. He's working from time to time. And I think that's what's going on with this Ozzy. And of course, we'll do some comparisons later on in this video, so stay tuned for that. But there he is, old Ozzy Osbourne. Got the Ozzy logo down there looking good. Music Maniacs guitar, of course. One of 7,500 on this one, which is an interesting piece. I almost feel like that's another Todd McFarlane trickery from the couch. A little magic spin right there. Because I don't know if this will sell that much more than 7,500 pieces. So I think it's just one of those ways, hey, maybe I should buy this. It's limited edition to 7,500. That's probably what it would have sold normally anyways, but it's a way to get some extra sales, I think. That's my guess what Todd from the couch is doing, and he says like this. That's what he gave me one of those, so we'll never ever know right there. 12 and up on this one. 11-year-olds, you know what to do. Get hoofing it if you're watching this video. Ozzy Osbourne on the back. You got that album cover as well. Tons of jibber jabber down here. UPC. I don't think there's anything extra on here. Music Maniacs Metal, it does say. Nothing else. Nothing else. Ordinary Man, an okay album. Obviously, it's not going to be as good as the iconic Ozzy stuff of back in the day. And even some of current day stuff of Ozzy, See You Later, is a little stretched. There's a lot of auto-tune going on. I don't know. I don't know what to think about it sometimes, is what to say. And you hold the early classics so near and dear to your heart, of course. That's the way it goes. Speak of the Devil, anybody heard that one? How about that one? Let's get that Ozzy album cover one. See you later. Goodbye. I do like that this is limited as number 3,247 of 7,500. So that is kind of cool. They do limit this. And when I say they, I mean you, Todd. Thank you. Because a lot of toy lines, they say, hey, it's 1 of 3,000, 1 of 5,000, 1 of 10,000, whatever it may be. This actually tells you what version yours is. So it's just a little extra pizzazz with that one there. But now we're going to get old Ozzy in the plastic prison. We got this guy locked down. You got to have Ozzy locked down. You never know when he might pee on the Alamo. You just got to be careful with him. Does got his wings, too. He must be drinking some Red Bull. Of course, Kyle's on the channel. We only drink Monster, as we do know. That's the official drink of all Kyle's, I believe. Somebody fact check that if you'd like to. But only the white Monster for me. That's the only Monster I'm drinking is the white Monster. But your mileage may vary, of course, as we know. We're going to get Ozzy out of here. You got to be careful of these wings. They're kind of looped in there, locked in there, and it looks like I didn't get the whole thing cut. Got 2 twist ties there. Kind of an up and, oh, there goes the wings. Whew, I thought I broke them. I did not. See you later. Goodbye. We'll get out of here. But I thought I broke them, but they do plug in, which I think is a smart move, and we'll talk about that here in a second. Now, we do get a little stand here. You know me. I appreciate a stand. And Todd McFarlane always taking his last stand like a young X-Men out there. He's always got the stands ready to go for us. And we do get this stand, which is kind of genius. You get the microphone as well with this. A little... just plugs right in there. You get the microphone going on. Same thing we saw with Alice Cooper. We'll compare it to the Alice Cooper here shortly as well, so be ready for that. But nice to get a stand. Always appreciate a stand, as we know. His other accessory right here is a more modern Ozzy Osbourne accessory. It is a cane. So he's walking with a cane these days. Ozzy getting up there in age. He's fighting father time every single day, and Ozzy's had quite the life, as most Ozzy fans do know. But you got the gold handle at the top, and then black down in the cane department. So we get a cane with Ozzy. Fit in the Ordinary Man album cover, music videos, things like that. We do get a set of bat wings here. Of course, Ozzy always attached to bats, as we know. Plugs in the backpack, just G.I. Joe style. You can use these to demonstrate the album cover, but like I did take it off. You can take this off if you just want an Ozzy in a bowler hat. You want to do that? You can choose your own Ozzy adventure. If this is too much for you, take it off. You want just a plain Jane Ozzy, that's fine as well. Or you're looking for characters for your wrestling arena, something like that, a man on the street. You can have a little Easter egg of Ozzy there in your Marvel Legends display or your wrestling ring setup. So there is some extra use out of these if you're looking for that kind of stuff. Body style on these, we compared them before. They're very Batman 66, another Todd McFarlane line, playing a lot of hits over there. Very similar to those in the articulation and size department. Originally, when these were shown, I did assume they were going to be in the DC Multiverse scale. It is a smaller scale, so for those keeping track at home, be aware of that. But Ozzy in the head sculpt department looks like Ozzy. Got the eyeliner going on there, the big screaming mouth, got the long hair, the bowler cap that is not removable. It looks like the No Ordinary Man album cover or Ordinary Man album cover of Ozzy. Don't have any problems with this. It's just not the most iconic Ozzy, but still, you're a metal fan, you're an Ozzy fan, it's a must-have. You got to have this on your Ozzy shelf, no doubt about it. Arms do go all the way around for us here, of course. You do get single-jointed elbows. You do get side-to-side at the elbow, hands back and forth, side-to-side. No hula hoop, no waist on this one, no splits on here, but you do get the leg that does go up. You do get the single-jointed knees, and no ankle articulation, anything like that. Now, Ozzy isn't a superhero. He's not Spider-Man. He doesn't need tons of articulation. So I think for the average Joe that's maybe collecting this, there's probably a lot of people that don't collect action figures, but like Ozzy, like music, they get this for their desk. It probably gets the job done for them. But your mileage may vary depending how much articulation you want out of a musician figure. Ozzy does have rings going on the hands, and then of course got the Ozzy tattoos. Great attention to detail on there as well. Got the black jacket on, black suit. Pretty plain Jane as far as things go. You take this Ozzy head off, it's a pretty good base for a custom. I would say there's a lot going on here. There's not a lot going on here, but there's a lot going on here in a lot of ways here. If you're a customizer, things like that, you want to do different things, you can easily do that with this Ozzy Osbourne, which I did grab from Big Bad Toy Store. Link in the description down below, as I did say. Will he stand without the stand? I don't think he's going to, so I guess you got to put him on his stand. If you want him to have a really good stand, you put Ozzy right there, and he's ready to go. Somebody get Zach Wilde in here. Let's get this going. Let's get this knocking out. Let's do it. But we got Alice Cooper as well. Exact same stand right there as I did assume. You got Alice, you got Ozzy together. What more could you want? Maybe Rob Zombie and Eddie from Iron Maiden, I guess. But we'll see. But we got these guys here. Two icons of hard rock and heavy metal, if there ever was one. Old Alice Cooper and Ozzy Osbourne. Very, very cool. And, of course, the most iconic musician of all time, as we all do know, old Lemmy from Motorhead. You can kind of see how that scales as far as Super 7 against the McFarlane. We could reenact that latest Hellraiser video there that they kind of mashed together with Ozzy and Lemmy in the last year or so. You can mash that up right here in action figure form if you want to, I guess, is what we can do. you. But not too shabby. Not too shabby. I guess I grab a wrestling figure here. We could do that. So you can kind of see how it would compare if he's a guy in the audience. A little old man in the audience. You could kind of do that if you wanted to. Up to you. Choose your own adventure, as we always do say. But Ozzy Osbourne, not bad. Not the most iconic Ozzy, but I understand the business reasons for this. And I got to support these Music Maniacs line because I love my music, and I'm going to pick up these as these go on. It's a nice little ancillary collection that's not going to break your wallet as well. So a lot of fun to be had with these. So there's old Ozzy. What are your guys' thoughts? Pick up, pass, long game, no game? Not the dreaded no game. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bells. We got videos every single day and then some. And of course, Patreon members get early access to all the videos, all the images, you name it, plus tons of other stuff. Appreciate the support on Patreon. Of course, don't forget to follow along over on ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson, pick up a t-shirt. Sir Paul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, and on Instagram is where you're going to find me on social media. So for Ozzy Osbourne, I'm just an ordinary man. I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.